I'm definitely exposing myself just a little bit with this one. But before we get to the juicy part, which is what's underneath of this couch, we have to clean up the living room first. Let me start off by saying that I pretty much let the kids take over this living room all summer long. It got to the point where I was constantly in here picking up, and I eventually gave up and said, you want to know what? This will just be their space this summer. Obviously, I would come in and pick up bowls, food, wrappers, things like that. And I would even make the kids come in probably 1 to 2 times a week and pick up toys and take them back to their playroom. But as far as the tedious stuff like dusting and decorating, I didn't do any of it. And I'll be honest, I don't think I moved out the couches all summer long either. Because when they weren't outside playing and swimming, they were in here lounging, maybe having a snack and watching TV. And since I have 4 kids, 9 and under, I couldn't really be in here deep cleaning when they were outside playing. I pretty much had to be out there with them or in the kitchen where I could see them through the window. So needless to say, my living room has been neglected for a few months now. But now that the fall weather is approaching, I'm ready to take my space back. We have a natural fireplace in here, and we love to have fires, watch football, and hang out as a family. And we even like to keep it old school and play some Nintendo 64. But as you can see, the Nintendo stuff was kind of scattered around all over the place. My 1-year-old son Johnny is on the go. He loves to dump things out and throw them all over the place. I ended up having to put the Nintendo 64 remotes on top of the mantle, even though it didn't look very aesthetic. But that's also something I'm really over. I used to love to decorate and have my home so cozy and cute. But I somewhat gave up on that stuff after having 4 kids. Decor was constantly being thrown all over the place or broken. But I am sick of looking at this plain drab living room. I'm going to give this living room the deep clean it desperately needs. Then hopefully once I'm done, I'm inspired and want to decorate just a little bit more and pull out the fall stuff. Another thing I'm over is this giant shaggy rug. This was a giant mistake of a purchase. It's so dang shaggy that the vacuum hardly works on it. Crumbs and food get smashed deep down inside of it and you can't get them out. And what's even worse is the fact that it's so damn heavy that I can't even go outside to shake it out. It's literally been such a pain in my butt, and I feel like it's also part of the reason I've neglected this living room. I honestly don't know what to do with it. I want to say this rug was close to $600, but part of me truly is thinking about throwing it away. I don't know how to clean it. I don't know what to do with it. If anyone has any advice on what I can do with this rug, please let me know. Since I was here alone and couldn't really shake it out, I decided to just bring it outside and set it in the sun. While I was out here, I shook out my entryway rug and threw out my old rotten begonia. This porch is also somewhat of a work in progress. We had to rip off the old outdoor carpet that was on top of the cement. It had seen its time. There's so much to do and so little time, so this house is definitely a work in progress. Follow along because we have a lot to do in this living room and we are just getting started.